Hi guys, Expect Styling here. Welcome back to the channel. So today we'll be drafting a basic bodice block. Okay, this tutorial is supposed to come before the princess dart and the shoulder dart bustier, because from this basic bodice block you can be able to develop any kind of outfit from it. Okay, so you really need to have like a very detailed knowledge of this. From this you can develop both the bustiers, you can develop tops, dresses and the rest of them. Okay, so let's dive into it. Okay, so right now I'll be taking for horizontal measurements, and this line here will be serving as our shoulder line. So from here I'm marking out my bust point, waistline, and then the full length, and the full length is 24 inches. So I'm marking out the same thing on this other side as well. And I'm just going to connect it like so. This is our bust point, waistline and the hip line. Okay, and that is our shoulder. So from our bust point, our shoulder divided by 2, the shoulder I'm working with is 16, divided by 2 is 8. Okay, so now I'm marking out our standard neckline, 3 by 3 inches. Okay, and then we'll connect our shoulder slope. As to get our armhole depth, okay, divide your bust by 6 plus 1.5. okay, this is the same as going up from our bust point by 2 inches, and then we'll connect like so. So this line is our chest line. So now we're going to be dividing this point by 2 to get the midpoint. Okay, and then come in by half an inch, and then we connect like so. And now to get our dart, we'll be dividing our bust span by 2. The bust span I'm working with is 8 divided into 2 is 4 inches, so that's what I'm marking out at. Mark it from our bust point down to our hip line. Okay, and then we're going to connect it with a straight line. So from our bust point we're going to come down by 1 inch, and from the hip line we come up by 2 inches. Okay, then on the waist I'm taking half an inch. Okay, you can take 0.75, it's totally fine depending on how deep you want your darts to be. Okay, so now we're going to connect it like so. So I'm taking my full body measurement. Okay, here I'm marking out my bust circumference divided by 4. Then on the waistline you're going to mark out your waist circumference divided by 4, and then replace that intake. And on the full length we're marking out our hip circumference divided by 4 as well, and then we connect. Okay, so moving over to get our bust dart, I'm going to get the midpoint from our chest line and our waistline. Okay, get the midpoint and then we'll connect it to the bust point like so. So from the bust point we're going to come downwards by 1 inch. Okay, and then from the both side of that line we're going to be taking half inch on both sides of the line, and then we'll connect it to that dot there. Okay, this is going to serve as our bust dart. Okay, so now I'll be adding 1 inch all around as my seam allowance. Okay, and on the down part as well, I'll be adding 1 inch. Please note that you can add as much seam allowance as you're okay with. Okay, if you have excess, you can trim it out, but I always advise you add more instead of adding less to avoid short edge when you're sewing, especially as a beginner. Okay, so this is it for our front bodice. Okay, and on the shoulder as well, I'm adding 1/2 inch. When you're cutting on your main fabric with this pattern, please take note of the places you've already added your seam allowance. Okay, moving over to the back pattern. Okay, I've already marked out 1.5 inches that will be serving as our zipper allowance. So from this shoulder line here, I'm marking my bust point and then the back waistline. Okay, my back waistline is shorter than the front waistline. Normally the back waistline is usually shorter by 1 inch or 1.5. This varies from different body types. Okay, so now from the front waistline, measuring what I have here to down to the full length, I have 7 inches. So I'm going to place the same 7 inches from our back waistline. Okay, don't worry about the shortage, everything is going to fall in place. So now I'm going to take my shoulder measurements divided by 2, mark out my back neckline is 3 inches wide and 1 inch deep. Okay, so I'm going to connect it to the zipper allowance like so, and then mark out our shoulder slope. Also, I'm marking my armhole depth, which is our chest line, and then connect like so. Next, to mark out our armhole curve. Okay, next I'm marking my nipple to nipple point, my bust span, okay, which is 4 inches, and then we'll connect, okay, from our chest line down to the full length. So from the chest line, I'll be coming down by 1/2 inch. Okay, and on the full length, I'm coming up by 2 inches. Then I'll take out 1/2 inch on both sides of that bust span and then connect like so. Okay, this is going to be our dart for the back. Okay, so now next thing, we're going to be taking our body measurement, bust circumference divided by 4, our waist circumference divided by 4, and then we'll replace our dart intake, and here we're measuring our hip circumference divided by 4, and then we connect like so. Okay, now coming over to our waistline. Okay, we're going to be taking out 1/2 inch from this part. Okay, because our back is not straight, so we're going to be marking it out just like so. And also this helps to eliminate any kind of bulge at that back waistline. So now I'm also adding 1 inch seam allowance all around. Okay, and also 1/2 inch on the shoulder, and then we'll cut out. So now placing the back pattern on the front, you can notice that the front is longer. Okay, why? Because the waistline of the front and the back are not the same. So but by the time you take in this dart intake on the bust point, everything is going to align each other. They are going to be equal. So from this down part, okay, you don't want it to be all squared up like that, so we're going to be giving it a slight curve. Okay, just going to curve it out like so. Okay, and then we cut out, and that is it for our basic bodice block. Okay, this is the front and this is the back. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please, if you're yet to subscribe, please do give this video a thumbs up. Okay, thank you.